Greetings, I'm Michael Backshotwet, and today we're going to be doing Cold Comfort. Now, this is probably going to be the mission I'm absolutely dreading. I'll explain as we go through, but if anyone's actually played this one, you'll understand why I'm dreading it. We're receiving this distracting signal from the weather system. A deferred transport weathered a breeding attack. They're taking heavy casualties and requesting immediate assistance. Many people do not have military ships to Harmaster, and are allowed to send a lightly armoured rescue vessels in such a dangerous situation. Please, you must do whatever you can to help. Okay, nothing too big there. I'm going to let you know right now, this is probably going to be the only mission where I'm not even going to bother telling you that if I've changed my gear or not, because you don't need to worry about it at all. But they got a created deferred show tubage, which is a consumable, which I'm not sure where we picked that, but or the rapid reload transphasic torpedo launcher, which has got a lot faster fire rate than any other transphasic torpedoes, and it does kind of work well with the previous torpedo, because I understand there may be ways to accelerate the fire rate of some other torpedoes, but that isn't really why I'm here, because both of them have been considered dead for years. Alright, let's head to the weather system. We're being held by the disabled deferring frigate. Put it on screen now. Thank you for responding to our distress call. We're boarded by the breed and taking severe casualties. Could use any medical aid you could render. Please approach and beam over as soon as you can. And yeah. This is probably going to be the... So now we're going to beam over to the deferred frigate. Please beam over any medical supplies and personnel you can spare. We send you transport retrieve to coordinates to a trauma centre. And let's beam over. Welcome to the deferred ship, and if it looks like a bit like K7, well, this is what a lot of internal old ships look like. I mean, so let's go drop in with Dr. Cossa. Dr. Cossa, by the bounds, you couldn't have arrived at a better time. I need every person available to help the patients. I think the breeding take pleasure in causing pain. A few of our crews are killed, but many have been injured. If you want help, I need someone at table 7. Take the patient's medical history and triage the injury. If it's a minor issue, go ahead, treat them so we can make room for another patient. Patient 7, which is well, that's not over there. Now, I'm an engineer, not a doctor. Okay, we've now can actually ask a pile of questions. Now, I do recommend asking some of these questions. You'll understand why in a minute. What hurts is left side. I took a hit from a breeding destructive rifle. Please need some for pain. Do you have anything that helps? Now, you can ask. We'll ask our medical officer. There's several medications that are available for the available from the very medikits we can use to treat the patient pain. I won't list them out, but there's a good list of them. But once the patient is stable, we can treat this hit directly with protoplasma, which should fix the damage done to the cellular structure. Now, the big question is, do you have any allergies? Which has been very important. Highly allergic to Mitropan. Given it once and my airway swelled until it was completely blocked. I almost died. And Mitropan allergy. Mitropan is a very common drug and used to treat and manage pain, especially in patients with this level of trauma. Good thing we caught this. If a patient was given this medication, this one medication, which could have been disastrous. Yeah, it's always a nice thing to check when you are you taking any medications currently. No? Do you like what it should be? Yes, we do think you do need to. Right, the rest of these questions are optional, but so over here is the one that couple of med kits there. I think they are actually the med kits over here. Some more stuff. Now, anesthetics. Now we don't want to put Mitropan in. We could go through all these things as well. I'm actually having notes up, so we're going to be selecting by car team. It is it ideal for decreasing pain associated with trauma injuries. Treatment by Cardine is known to cause addictive behaviour in patients who are treated for the drug for more than 10 days. The Mitropan is a non-addictive substitute and preferred in most cases of serious trauma, but we can't give the girl a Mitropan. So let's load it in. So let's use the Bicardine Hyperspray. Pain is for the structure we just read. That feels much better, thank you. The Bicardine is having a desired effect, Captain. Now we can use the protoplasma. And now we can use the protoplasma. Yeah. Believe it or not, this is the entirety of the action of this episode. I'm not going to be firing my phaser disruptor or my lightning gun. Dr. Custer, good work with the last patient. As everyone told you, you have a talent for medicine. I need someone to check out the patients on table 3. Appreciate any help you can give us. Now that's table 3, so let's see. Well, is that you? What hurts? Another boy named Tusker used to take my favourite toys when I brought them to school. I tried to fight them to get them back, but he broke the toys so no one could play them. My mum said that Tusker was out of balance. Do you have any allergies? I hated the taste of mum's stew when I was young. She had convinced me it tasted like the spring, but I thought it tasted like bugs. Let's just ask more questions. Are you taking any medication? I used to play in the mud every time it rained. My mother thought I'd get sick from playing outside in the cold and damp, but I've never got sick, not even once. I'm not even sure if these questions are going to go through him. Yeah, the question now is, we've got a feeling that the patient's disoriented and unaware of the surroundings. Yeah, because we're asking him questions and he's talking about something completely different. I agree, Captain. This could be a symptom of brain trauma, but we cannot rule out psychological breakdown until we've done a mental status check. Just the being my attack may have been more than the patient's mind could progress. Do you know your name? My sister has a dog called Ilka. Do you know approximately what time it is? Apparently not. But I was smart if you ask me. I love catching you making insects at twilight. Light from the descending sun used to make the wings glow like gunfire. Do you know where you are? Can we have dessert now? I finished all my vegetables. Do you know what year it is? My sister's 3 years older than I am. That meant Mum let her do all the fun things whilst I had to sit and watch. Yes, he's definitely got an altered mental state, and so there's definitely something wrong with this patient's mental status. I should recommend we scan for the brain tissue for deep trauma. I should be able to read if there's any damage. Right, so let's go back over to our med kit and oops, that isn't the scanner we were looking for. Let's continue our neurological examination. Captain, there appears to be a cortical implant in this patient's brain that's causing him disorientation delusions. There's a high amount of neural activity in the area around the implant. Perhaps if we were able to decrease the activity with anesthetic, this patient will become more responsive. So let's go and grab the stuff from the med kit. So we recommend anesthetic. I think it is, yeah. It's an anesthetic to recovering hyperactive nerve impulses. It doesn't interfere with cranial impulses by decreasing their effectiveness. Well, technically, we want this is perfect for this type of what we want to do at the moment. So, I mean, at least we aren't having a dead fairy yet. So, let's use the hyper spray. Where am I? I'm at the breathing attack, and then there was this medic. He seemed sad. The brain implanted me with a cortical implant. It's been forcing me to relive the memories of the past. Please get it out of my head. I don't want to live like this. The anesthetic streams work. Remove the cortical implant is a tricky process. We should confer with Dr. Costa how to proceed. Yeah, this Doctor. I'm not familiar with any technology like this. Any attempt I'd make it removing it would be based on an identified guest. We have catch some breeding in the brig waiting for transport to a holding facility. Perhaps you could question them. One of the monsters who did this to my patient might know how to reverse the process. Yeah. Well, alright. Now, outside of a little chat with our fairy friend here, who you could have accidentally killed. We've been pretty good at it so far. So we're now going to go into go on to the interrogating the deferred prisoners. Now I will point out that the Breen prisoners are very, very stubborn. The good news is it's not a failed condition like with that deferred deferred girl earlier, where if she died, you basically get kicked back to orbit, kicked back to the beginning of the mission again. So, but this is still an absolute swine to do without when you're picking the choices. It will be you pick the right choice, or you don't, or you fail and you have to restart all over again. So, the three things we should know about the Breen before we talk to them. The Breen are a warrior race. What they do is expedient, and they often take prisoners rather than kill. You get more work out of the slave than the dead man, after all. I speak upon the expediency, but to the Breen it is only logical. They survive. They do not live as we do. Strangely, though, the reports to interrogations of Breen prisoners reveal that the Breen have a strong sense of personal honour, and they're troublesome when their honour is insulted. If you want to get more information of them, I suggest you do not insult them, or suggest that they kill without cause. Yeah, that is where. So we've got three prisoners. We've got this one here. I think he's senior quite senior. Leave me alone. I do not speak to animals. What's your name? Look at you, carrying the shadow of thought Thrall. What hope the Terry could have against a might like his? I will not answer your questions. Go bother someone else. Tell me about Thrall. Thrall has more power and vision than a pathetic being like yourself could possibly comprehend. The Fair will be the first to fall to his might, and they will not be the last. He will not stop until the entire Alpha Quadrant serves as Breen Confederacy. One day I shall stand in the blasted remains of your homeworld and celebrate victory. I'll grind the remains of your leaders into dust under my boot heels. That Thrall will be the man that make this possible. Not exactly the person I want to have. Hello. Breen prisoner number 2. Talk to me if you wish, but I will never betray the Breen Confederacy. What is your name? Yeah, that's easy enough. Breen number 3. Are you here to let me go? What is your name? I am Tran. Okay, that's the easy one. And I think we found our winner. Ask your questions, warrior. Alright, so we've got 3 answers, and from here on out I'll be picking the right ones, just because I'm not wanting to spend more than half an hour going through the exact same questions for multiple times. And if you're wondering, yeah, there's some tricks I've got a notepad up with the answers pre-prepared. So, what are you doing here? I'm a combat medic in the 5th Order. I serve the Breen Confederacy. I was ordered to go to this system by my superiors. I'm sorry that you encountered the other Breen in the ferry sector. So we have. What are you doing here? I'm currently incarcerated in Deferi Brig. I was captured near the bridge when my boarding party was overwhelmed by Deferi security teams. The ship may not be military personnel, but a 3-man boarding party has little sense against 4 fully armed security teams defending the ship and their captain. We gave away a turnaround, and now we pay the price. So we. You must have known that this wasn't a military ship. Why did you attack it? I do not feel comfortable with continuing this conversation. My commanding officer is in a cell nearby and can overhear anything that we're saying. While I do not agree with his actions on this matter, I respect his position of authority. I will not throw dishonor to his face. And now we're going to have to go and enable the acoustic dampening field. Audio signals entering and leaving the cell are being blocked by the said field. And now we can continue interrogating Tram. So, I do not feel continuing in this conversation. My commanding officer is in the cell nearby and can hear everything we're saying. Your commanding officer cannot hear what we are saying. My superior thought these Deferi civilians might have information for what we've been searching for. Whilst I may disagree with these choices of targets, it's not my chosen place to place questioning these commanding officer. I think my detention was the reason why I was selected to join the assault on the ship's bridge. A dangerous task in the best circumstances, and one that had the least chance of success. Ooh. Did you object to your commanding officer about this assignment? I'm not sure how you run things in the Klingon Empire, but the Breen Confederacy, we obey our commanders. I may not be pleased with what I'm ordered to do. I understand that there is a goal must be achieved, and I may not have all the facts the superiors I do. Now, do you believe that the goal that you're attempting to achieve was worth killing civilians? I did not want to attack the ship. There's no ability of being a soldier. When I entered battle, I knew it could be killed, but I know that others will die at my hand. But that is what we must do. It is part of being a soldier. Civilians are not part of this unspoken agreement. They do not wake up each day and know that in their hearts this could be their last. They should be able to bound as targets for people like you and me. There is no honour in fighting someone who is unprepared to fight back. I regret that I had orders to kill these civilians. More than that, I regret that I carried out those orders. The big question is, what are your orders? I'm a combat medic. Normally, my task is to repair the injuries of my fellow soldiers. On this mission, I was tasked with capturing civilians alive and fitting them with suspect cortical implants. These devices are biometric, even by our standards. We use them to obtain memories from the most obstinate interrogation procedures. This particular implant had a subspace relay intended to capture and transmit these memories so that spirits can sift through the secret slots in our victims' minds even as we moved on to implant more subjects. Why did you do this? What information did Deferi have that you needed so badly? I'm not sure exactly what commanders wanted to learn from these people. I can only guess superiors wanted information that they felt could be held by any member of the Deferi population. The cortical implants were calibrated to bring long-term memories to service, aim going back to the target's childhood. Perhaps they wanted to know something that even a Teferi child might know. What would probably Teferi know about the memories they're being searched? Perhaps if they had magical fortitude to recall the memories they were triggered during the interrogation. The pain for the implants can be quite tense. How do we remove the implant? Removal of the cortical implant is very delicate procedures. The implants are intended to be The implants are intended to be strong enough to survive the interrogation progress and but too difficult to be removed by subject to anyone else. I've worked with these implants for some time. Have your doctors speak to me and I'll tell them what they need to know to remove them. And despite being the least combat mission, it's one of the most tricky ones to do. Dr. Costa, this is just the information we need. I'll round up a security team and begin the process of removing the implant immediately. I'll spend some time talking to the patients whilst you were in the brig. So that the brain implanting will trigger memory for the early childhood. Including rhymes and songs. Rhymes and songs? Most Teferi parents and grandparents sing to their children and tell stories about their past and traditions. Common female songs is the Preservers, who sing of their travels through the universe and efforts to maintain the balance and their great archive. Our children are particularly fond of songs about the Preserver archive, a hidden place where they left all the technology and records of the ancient days. It's an interesting story, but I don't know if a place like that could actually exist. After all, we're talking about children's nursery rhymes. Captain, the Breen must believe the Preserver archive exists. There's no other explanation as why they would take the Teferi civilians to obtain information about nursery rhymes. Before we leave, Twi'lek requested to talk to you again. He's waiting for me in his cell. Yeah. Twan? Thank you for returning. I'm happy you as an honourable thing to do. But because I did so, I can never return to the Breen Confederacy. Therefore I will request asylum from the Klingon Empire. However, I'm not alone in this request. There are small groups of Breen that share my feelings. We don't know anyone who attacks innocents cannot without feel call themselves a warrior. I'll give you the information necessary to contact them. It may be some time before they are willing to respond. Your future actions may help speed up that process. We've sent communications based on Twan's information. We can't be sure that it was received, but so at this point we can only believe the only thing we can do is wait for a response. You could have imagined that they would be being capable of honour. I would have never believed it had the stories second hand. The Teferi now in control of the situation. Are we ready to leave the system? Oh yes, we are. And we're kind of done. Yeah. Right, I remember the stories about the Preservers from my childhood, and of course we have ruins linked to them under Farah, but I've never heard of intact Preserver installation. Breen are, however, taking these stories quite seriously, and if the Breens manage to acquire Preserver level technology, they could shift the balance of power in the entire Alpha Quadrant. Yeah, and I hate to say it, this is the case even in the very, very long future. Well, Discovery Season 5 if you really want to know. It's lucky that you were able to establish that connection with Tram. I believe he was sent by the powers to retain the balance in the galaxy, and I am grateful. I know your intelligence service has more questions for him, but after that I promise I'll do what I can to see he and other beings who disagree with the government actions are not forgotten. When your commanding officers was asked to speak to you, consider meeting them when you're done here. And I'm not entirely sure what the various OTPs do, but they're more of a bit of a fun item. You can now pick them up on pick some up on Deferi Prime, and you can also, and this is a rapid reload transphasic torpedo launch, which technically, once it's fired and equipped, you can actually pick up as many as you want, but it's not a particularly brilliant torpedo, especially with the various other stuff. Anyway, this has been Mike Sharkwriter. See you guys next time.